Well, good morning, redesigners. Bob Karri here with Life Redesigned. Yeah, we're inside the rig today. It's a Saturday. I believe it's 11 o'clock on a Saturday. Glenn, that was for you. And today's going to be a little bit different. We're going to show you what it's really like to be on the road full time because, well, today we were going to shoot.
Say it? We're taking you on a road trip because guess what? I have some exciting news. We're going to Camping World. And guess what? We're getting a new toilet. So,
for those of you who've been around for a while, you know, since we picked up this rig, we've had the luxury of owning a Thetford Aqua Magic 2 blah 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 toilet. Since day one, I've been repairing this toilet with new valves, new seals, new whatever. And here we are almost 2 years later, and we finally had enough. Yep. Because Bob went in the bathroom this morning, went to pee, and realized that there was a puddle of water.
In a puddle.
And no, it's, you know, it is what it is. But the toilet here, as you can see right here, the one that we loved so much, it's now time to go. So we are going to go to Camping World because we were able to check online and see that they had it in stock. So there's one that we are here. For those of you wondering, we're here in Twin Lakes in Chocowinity, North Carolina. If I pronounced that wrong, well, go ahead and tell me in the comments because you will anyway. And we were able to check that out through Camping World with the help of, that's right, there's the connecting router. You knew it was coming. With we proudly upload these videos with Connecting. If you need high-speed internet while you're on the road, while you're camping in a campground, whether you're boondocking, because
in a parking lot at Camping World,
or that, you will be covered with Connected, and they are the official sponsor of Life Redesigned. But not only do we get that out of the way, and yes, you can mount that to the wall. So all those other fly-by-night companies that everybody's out promoting, and they're just showing them on the counter. Nobody's doing that, folks. If it's hard mounted, it's hard used. So we're gonna go to show on the road.
Yeah, see,
we're gonna go to Camping World.
Changed, deodorant on, teeth brushed. We're ready to go.
I'm actually proud of her for changing her underwear. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go, before we actually head out anywhere, we're gonna grab the keys right off the key rack right here. Boom. And those of you wondering too, this is all over the place. That is our adventure board. Now, we didn't pick up stickers everywhere we've been for the past few years, but we did cover this mirror, and we put contact paper over, and then we did stop it south of the border. So a couple of videos back, you'll see we got that sticker. So as we go, we're going to be putting stickers up here. But it's nice when we're done, the mirror is still intact for the next owners, and we can frame that.
Does Camping World count as an adventure?
No, Camping World does not count as an adventure. Karri shut the light off so it got really dark, and boom, just like that, here we are outside. Now, Karri and I are gonna be smart because we've learned this lesson before.
Turn away.
Turn away. Yeah, she can't show the secret code because you guys caught on. But we're gonna shut the water off here so that we know we're good. Yeah, so we shut the water off to the rig. That way there, nothing else leaks out. And yeah, if you do find yourself in North Carolina and you're part of 1,000 Trails and you have the adventure package with the Trails Collection plus 5 or whatever it is, check out Twin Lakes. This is a great one. We haven't done a campground review in a while, and I think we're actually going to do one from here because it's been that nice. But meanwhile, as we get the door open, we have to hit the secret button. And we let the pedestal princess inside because
no boondocking here.
Yeah, we're gonna head down to Greenville, about a half hour out to Camping World, pick up this toilet. Maybe they'll have it in white, maybe they won't, but we've learned to adapt. Anything you want to say?
Stay tuned, the adventure is about to begin.
Say no joke, folks. Now, so we have that shot of Camping World over Bogart's hood. Here, Karri, I'm gonna have you take this, and we're gonna show. We're gonna open this up, and we're gonna talk about what we bought. I gotta say, being in Camping World, goofing around with the young kid that was in there, who basically challenged me in my physical prowess and asked me if I needed help lifting this toilet. I'm like, no, I got it. You have all your life to pick things up and put them down. But they're super nice, super helpful. So what we ended up getting was the 320 in white, and this also has the sprayer, which will make cleaning a lot easier too, so that's pretty cool. One of the things that's awesome about Camping World and what they do all the time is that they have this membership you can join. I think it's like $40 a year, right? But you get all these kinds of discounts. A lot of them are campgrounds that helped us out on the road. You also get a discount on parts. This particular toilet was $419. By the time they extended our warranty,
No, our membership.
by the time, because our membership was pretty much up, they extended the membership. They gave us this awesome, this thing is huge, like an old phone book full of campgrounds in the US, which is nice to have on paper.
$40 value.
$40 value, and the toilet, everything was out the door with tax, mind you.
Yeah, it was $391.05.
So long story short, all the extras, we saved 30 bucks, and they're super friendly in here. And I get that they catch a lot of flack for their RV sales, and maybe their service department isn't the greatest, but I will say anytime that we've needed parts or accessories on the road, they have been fantastic in every state, hands down.
Yeah.
So we applaud you, Camping World, and for your fine young men, even though I had the guns with me. So we're gonna get this back to the RV, and we're going to maybe stop and grab some burgers for tomorrow night. But anyhow, we're gonna get this back to the RV. We're gonna put this in because really, we're gonna show you how simple all this can be, because I don't do tutorial videos too often, but I've done this enough to know I got this. And just like that, we are back inside our rig, because today we want to talk to you about our continued partnership with our incredible channel sponsor, and that is
MyWaggle.
Now, MyWaggle is a great device that allows you to monitor your pet's comfort and safety from wherever you are on the road. Inside this magic device, it tracks your humidity, it tracks your temperature, and more importantly, the comfort level of your pet, because you can set that to whatever you and Fido or Oliver likes to have as a comfort zone. And then you can track it all on their amazing app that covers everything in real time. Now, you don't have to worry about if your power goes out, because, well, this has got you covered, because it has a rechargeable battery inside, and it also has Verizon service, so that if your Wi-Fi goes down, you're not affected. It will still give you those alerts. This app will also notify you by email and by text, so that you don't have to be glued to the phone waiting for a text. You can check your email, or vice versa. Now, we are so excited with our partnership with MyWaggle. We've talked to them, and they're going to extend an exceptional promotional offer of 55% off if you use code LIFE55. And I'll leave a link in the video description below, because when it comes to pet safety, it is something Life Redesigned, and more importantly, MyWaggle, take with 100% seriousness. So if you're looking for the best for your pet and its comfort and its security, look no further and check out MyWaggle. Now back to the video. And just like that, we're back in the rig. Now, before we go any further, a couple of things I want to point out. Karri and I have made the conscious decision to replace this toilet while we have access to a big roll-off dumpster here. Twin Lakes is doing some work on the property, and they're okay with getting rid of this toilet. So we're going to take care of it now while we have the means. Plus, quite honestly, this is like the fourth time we've taken this toilet off to fix something. It's just, at this point, we're done. We've had good luck with the Dometic, so we're going to stick with that. Now, again, I'm not Bob Vila, and I don't know how to do a lot of things, but I do know how to replace a toilet. It's really simple. There's some caps that are going to be on those flange bolts at the bottom. You're going to take those off, and you're going to, for this, the hold down bolts are 1/2 inch. So you just take your trusty ratchet there, and we're going to pop those off, undo them, and then we're going to disconnect the water line. Now, what I will say is, I take this flange bolt off, is when you disconnect the water line, now on these toilets, the Thetfords, it's right on the back, and there's a line that comes directly out from the wall. You're going to want to make sure you have a bowl to catch the water. Now, Karri and I turned off the water, as you saw earlier in the video, to make sure there was anything in there. We're going to make sure we flush here, get everything out of the line, but there'll still be water in that line. So make sure you have a bowl to catch it, because last thing you want to be doing is be playing with this and be all soaking wet. So I'm going to undo the other bolt. We're going to disconnect the water line. I'll catch you back in a minute when we have the new toilet inside the rig. All right, now we're back inside the rig on the other side. As you can see, everything's askew here. You're going to make a little bit of a mess. That's okay. So a couple of things to point out. This toilet comes with all the hardware you're going to need. It has new bolts, use them. Do not try to reuse the ones that are there. Go with the new ones. It's worth the extra 2 seconds to put those in. Has all new caps, everything, and there's a gasket. Karri, if you want to come on in here. There's a gasket that comes with the toilet, and every Dometic that I've seen already has it on there. So don't go panicking that you're going to need another one. You don't. Just make sure that when you remove the old toilet that you take it completely off. Now I have the box prepped, so what I'm going to do is basically everything's all disconnected in the bathroom. I'm going to lift that toilet straight up. We're going to put it straight in here, try to minimize the impact inside the RV. So pretty much simple as that goes. It's just pretty much a once you remove those 2 bolts that we did earlier, that's it. You just take it up and put it down, and that's it. Plain and simple. So what I'm going to do now is, this is relatively safe to show. Try not to show you too much that's gross, but you know, basically this is what you have. Everything is all right here, and we're going to just make sure that we clean everything up, put those new bolts on. See, we're going to take these old ones off. They just slide right out, and we're going to get rid of them, put the new ones in. So that's that. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And if you're sensitive to smells, you might want to put a mask on, but our tank is pretty much empty at this point. So fingers crossed everything goes smooth from here on out. Catch you in a sec. And so here we are about an hour later. Karri and I decided, well, I'm going to show you what we did here. So we were looking at the way the water line came out. Anything in blue over here is how they had it sectioned from Redesigned, and trying to reach to the new toilet, I kind of made a little more of a hole here, give it a little bit of flexibility, but then we realized that there's no water shutoff valve. So we installed one of these, and so now we can shut off the water. So if this happens again, and we have to take the toilet out ever again, as Karri pointed out, we can actually wash our hands in the kitchen sink. You still have water to the rest of the rig and whatever. I will say that I didn't have PEX tools, and because of all the plumbing that is inside the rig is being PEX, I highly recommend you pick up and have on you the PEX crimping tool as well as the cutters. Fortunately, I know how to use these because I've installed dishwashers before in the home, and yeah, so it's always nice to keep these on board. It's one of the things that I actually gave up when we went full time. So I'm going to put these flange bolts back in to the base of the toilet. We're going to hand tighten the toilet down, and I'll check back in, give you my final thoughts on this, because again, I'm no expert, no tutorial expert. You guys keep asking how to. Well, we're going to show you how to and probably how don't. Stick around. Okay, so now toilet's back in place, water line's hooked up, and those new flange bolts that you're putting on there that holds the toilet down. A couple of things you want to know. One, probably going to be of a different size, at least coming from Thetford to Dometic. The new one was a 7/16. So recommend using a hand wrench for these and not so much a ratchet. And you want to keep alternating from right to left every couple of turns, and you want to make sure that everything is snug, but do not crank down on those because you can crack the plastic base. Yes, it's a ceramic toilet, but the bottom base is plastic, and you crack that and you've got another issue. So we're just going to make sure that everything is, you know, just it's tight, it's on there, everything's good. Look at throne is nice, everything's in solid. We're going to make sure that water line is really on there good. And again, the water line itself should just have to be hand tightened. Just all you need right there. And then what you do is you take one of Karri's good towels and you just go around the back side of the toilet and make sure that everything is nice and dry. And the reason that you use the good towels is because hilarity will ensue, and you'll have something more to talk about.
You can't see me flipping him off right now.
But that's basically that. You're just going to make sure everything's good. I'm going to run outside and turn the water on. All right, now as we come back in, one, neighbors think I'm crazy, because why wouldn't they? Water's back on. We've got everything here. We've got water in the toilet. And look at that. It's filling up and it has its own little thing there. And then that's it. It's all you have to do It'll take a little getting used to because the flush is going to be different than the other ones, but it's a nice, deep, elongated bowl. Now, we're just going to run back here, no leaks. And the best part is we now have a shutoff valve in the event, oh, you guys get a nice personal shot of me, in the event that you have any further issues. So everything's nice and clean. Karri's going to give it its maiden voyage.
Oh, yes.
And then we're going to come back, wrap this up. Now, Karri and I are outside. We didn't realize the hustle and bustle of getting all this done. This video for you guys will probably be about 8 or 10 minutes, but for us, behind the scenes was
a couple hours.
We didn't realize how windy it was today, but these mics normally when they work do a fantastic job. But overall, I would say on a 1 to 10 difficulty level, replacing an RV toilet really is about a 2. The hardest part is making sure you have the right tools for the job, and as you can see, RV life, you do need tools, and you should have an assortment of things for your particular RV.
Relative to your stuff.
Yeah, and that's really what this is about. Now, I don't want to go on a soapbox rant because I'm trying to be a better Bob and not do these things, but a lot of this stuff that we see, like when we were looking up toilet stuff, there's quite a few videos that were, oh, this is horrendous, and oh, this is whatever. And that's really, if you ever take anything away from our channel, is that relax. It's just life. It was actually harder to replace a toilet in the house when we owned that than it was to replace an RV toilet, and I've actually gotten to be pretty much a master. But you know, you learn as time goes by not to sweat the small things. You take advantage of opportunities like being here in Twin Lakes where they have the dumpster and everything is pretty much all within a half hour away and whatever, and you get to have a little fun. But that's like everybody that says 1,000 trails and Encore is no good and they're trash. I want to show you.
This place is beautiful.
This here is what we've been dealing with for the past week, and by the time you see this video, we'll probably be leaving. But yeah, you see all behind us. It's just nothing but water. Fishing here is phenomenal. We're actually going to take advantage of that while we're here. But look at this. These are just families out here having fun, doing their thing. And we're really not even in the main season. This is just pre-game for everybody. And that's really the point. If we listen to everybody about all the things that can go wrong and do go wrong and all the things that break, we never would have been doing this lifestyle, because there's an awful lot more critics that seem to be vocal than there are people that are just having a good time, such as the society we live in. That's really the core message for those of you wondering why we do what we do. It's to, well, help you realize that if this is your dream, you can do it. Because we're just average people out here doing it. And if we can do it, you can do it.
Yep.
That's it. Now, if you're really curious what I really think about black tanks and everything else, then just stick around the channel, because Karri and I are going to give you a whole world into black tanks, because our minds got to wandering. But Penelope wants to have a sandwich, so we'll probably do that in the next video. Just show you what our take is on all the black tank videos, all the black tank nonsense, and why everybody's so scared. And yes, for those of you wondering, I didn't wear gloves through the entire process. Why? Because I'm a big boy and I know not to put my hands in poop. They make it brown for a reason. All right, until next time, from Twin Lakes, and I'm going to butcher it again, but in Twin Lakes Camping Resort in Chuckawinity, North Carolina, wherever we are, sometimes it doesn't even matter. We're just having that much fun. We wish you the same thing that we wish us, is that you have a great life and enjoy what you have.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say?
No.
You know, coming up, she's helping me with the toilet today, but we're like a week away from 29 years of marriage. Go figure. We'll catch you in the next one.